Remember, the goal here is not just to make your CV fit the job description, but also make it resonate so well that once it makes it through that ATS to the recruiter on the other side, it cannot be ignored. Welcome to the PA is In, the show created by PAs for PAs, where codependency with your supervising physician is a thing of the past, optimal team practice is the future, and physician associate has taken the place of physician assistant as the professional title of choice. I'm Tracy Bingaman, and I'm obsessed with redefining what success as a PA looks like and what it feels like. Here you'll find the mindset shifts, systems, and processes I use to escape healthcare burnout and integrate my work into my life. Work-life balance is a myth, and an integrated life where you thrive professionally, not a balancing act, is the goal here. My mission is to help you to grow into a unicorn PA who loves their job, has abundant energy, time to spare, and work-optional financial freedom. The PA is in. Welcome back to The PA is In, the podcast where we dive into the crucial topics that touch the lives of healthcare clinicians today. From negotiating your work to strategically balancing your career and managing wealth, we've got it all covered right here. In today's episode, we're zeroing in on a tool that every clinician needs to master and have at the ready, the CV. Not just any CV, but one that's tailored and polished to align perfectly with that job that you're eyeing. Back in episode 256, I touched on what your CV should include and how to update it to bring it into the 21st century. We'll explore how to adapt your CV to meet the specific demands of different job listings, ensuring that your skills and experiences not only shine, but also directly address what potential employers are looking for. Regardless of the stage you find yourself within your career, you'll find valuable tips and strategies to enhance your CV, making it a strong contender in the competitive healthcare job market. So stay tuned, sharpen your pencils, or, well, maybe just open your laptop as we delve into the art of CV crafting tailored for success inside the healthcare industry. Get ready to take notes because this episode could be a game changer for your career. Are you sick of getting mystery beef at the grocery store from some unknown corporate production line? Promised Land Meats offers premium beef raised from a family farm, personalized to your family's needs and delivered to your door. We've been a customer of theirs for over a year, and we love the meat. Even Dan, who is really hard to impress when it comes to beef, won't stop raving about the quality of these cuts. You can truly taste the difference. Choose the Farm to Family subscription plan and get a customized farm-raised beef box shipped to your door every 1, 2, or 3 months. Skip the grocery store and shop with your American farming family by going to promisedlandmeats.com or click the link in the show notes. Now, before we get started, I need to share with you a resource that can make this process of updating and adapting your CV so much easier. You know how most providers have a CV that's dusty, rusty, and outdated, and when they go to apply to jobs, they don't have a CV that's ready to roll? I created a template to avoid that feeling of scrambling or missing out on an opportunity because you have to get your CV ready first. Head to the link in the show notes to download your CV template to avoid feeling unprepared for job opportunities in the future. Instead of spending hours recreating the wheel every time you want to update your CV, save a copy of the template and quickly update it to match the position you're applying for. Okay, without further ado, here we go with how to adapt your CV to suit specific job listings and everything you need to know about optimizing your resume for search engine optimization and ATS systems. Now, you may be thinking, what the heck is an ATS? ATS stands for Applicant Tracking System. It's essentially computer software that manages the hiring process in combination with the human resources people. ATS works to collect and sort through high volumes of resumes. Companies love it because it saves them time, human resources, and therefore money. But what does that mean for you as an applicant? A recent study by Harvard Business Review revealed that 88% of recruiters felt that qualified candidates were being ignored or excluded by an ATS because they didn't match the exact criteria established by the job description. Essentially, what this means is we need to learn how to play the game in terms of ATS and keyword specific phrases inside of our CV so we can get through that computer screening to the recruiter on the other side, who is the one who's going to call you and offer you that interview. Like all things technical, ATS is a great idea. So, screening and sourcing resumes using software seems like a good idea, but it's an imperfect system. Now that you know that companies, specifically larger companies, probably those with thousands of employees, when they have this robust HR information system infrastructure, they're the ones that are likely using ATS to screen CVs. We're going to talk today about how to adapt yours to make it through that screening process. The secret to scoring high and getting through an ATS screening system is to use the right words. Keywords are how these computer systems screen CVs and resumes. These keywords are usually things like job titles or skills needed to do the job. If your CV contains the right words, these specific keywords in the job description, it will be seen by the human on the other side of the ATS. If not, it remains hidden in the database and it doesn't make it through the screening process. This is why customization of your CV each and every time is vital. When you do this, you increase the chances that that hiring manager will see your resume and offer you an interview. So I know at this point you're wondering, Tracy, how do I know which keywords the hiring manager is going to plug into the computer system for the job that I am specifically looking for? The first thing to do is to look at the job listing. The keywords are more than likely included in the listing wording. Now, be aware of things in the job description that you look at your CV and say, yeah, I said that. Did you say it using the same words that they did? If they said 3 years with the number 3 and then years, did you write 3 as a word or as a number? Take a look at the listing and highlight the specific skills that are mentioned most often. Then, if you have those skills or adjacent skills, add them to your CV. What you are ultimately looking to do here is to tailor your CV to the job description every single time. Now, we work in healthcare, and I don't know that there's anyone who loves an acronym quite like people who work in healthcare. In this case, it's important to use both the long form and the acronym version of a word. So if you have experience in cardiothoracic surgery, you may want to also say CT surgery somewhere else in the CV. Or if you're certified in basic life support, you want to say BLS in case they're entering CPR, BLS instead of basic life support. We talked about this a little bit in episode 256, but using a chronological CV format and a traditional CV font can help the ATS to not get confused by your resume. Avoid headers and footers because those are unnecessary and sometimes mess up what the ATS reads when it looks at your CV. Think about the ATS as that nerdy paperclip that used to live inside Microsoft Word. Do you remember him, that paperclip with the little eyeballs that you could ask for help? Or I think sometimes he maybe just commented on your work. You've got to get past that paperclip, and using keywords will unlock that ability. You might not know this about me, but one of my most despised tasks as a clinician is charting. That's why I'm always searching for hacks, tools, and tactics to make charting more accurate, efficient, and less of a huge pain in the butt. If you too want to spend more time connecting with your patients and less time pointing, clicking, and typing into their chart, you should definitely check out Freed AI. Freed AI is a medical scribe on a mission to free clinicians everywhere from the purgatory that is writing notes. Freed AI listens, transcribes, and writes your medical documentation for you. You can even use the code PA50 for $50 off your first month with Freed AI. These notes are written in your style and done for you by the end of the visit. Can you imagine what it would feel like to leave work on time, notes done, without having to crack your laptop open in the evening? Freed is HIPAA compliant, completely secure, and it takes less than 30 seconds to learn. Get back to what you love doing, treating your patients, and let Freed AI do the rest. When you think about your CV and ways to include those keywords, you're going to think about updating it for positions specifically. There are 3 main sections that you want to update for the job. The first is the objective or summary paragraph, then your skills, and lastly, your references. Your references you're going to want to update just to make sure that those people on your reference list can serve as a good reference for the position that you're applying for. Now, looking at that summary paragraph, when you do that, I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions. Now, remember, this summary or objective paragraph is at the top of your CV, and it should tell your employer who you are and what you're looking for, and how the employer benefits from you joining their team. Essentially, that paragraph is a summary of why this is a mutually great fit. So that's what the paragraph says. Now, if you're thinking about optimizing this CV to be customized for the specific position you're applying for, you want to ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, does my resume job description section clearly state that I can do what's required in this role using the words that they used? Number 2, am I using the same language found in the job listing? Is it very clear using the same words in the listing that you are qualified to do the position? And 3, have I highlighted any achievements or experiences that directly align with the key responsibilities or qualifications mentioned in that job listing? Essentially, what you're trying to do here is make this paragraph at the very top, make it very clear, include the skills and experiences, and have it be tailored to the position that you are applying for. The next great place to sprinkle in keywords is the skills section of your CV. Now, the skills section also often uses bullet points. So you're going to use numbers and action verbs to describe your roles and responsibilities, numbers that show how well you did your job, and action verbs that make your resume more vibrant and interesting to read. If there are any specific adjectives that they say, like ambitious or excited or, multitasker, I'm not entirely sure that all of those are adjectives, but if there are specific words that they're using in the job description or the listing, you want to make sure those are included in your CV. Now, you want to make sure that you're using their keywords, but never lie. You don't want to exaggerate your experience or responsibilities or things that you've done in the past, but also you want to maximize the customization so that you have those keywords included in your CV. That wraps up today's deep dive into how to customize your CV to stand out in today's job market. We've covered everything from the basics of adapting your CV for a specific job listing to mastering the use of keywords to beat the ATS systems. Remember, the goal here is not just to make your CV fit the job description, but also make it resonate so well that once it makes it through that ATS to the recruiter on the other side, it cannot be ignored. Make sure to visit the link in the show notes to check out that customizable CV template that we talked about earlier. It's designed to help you stay prepared and proactive, not just reactive, so that when new job opportunities come knocking, you are ready to answer the call. Think about those 3 critical questions for your summary paragraph. They're key to ensuring that your CV isn't just seen, but it's seriously considered. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The PA is In. We hope that you found today's episode not only informative, but transformative for your career. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on whatever platform you get your podcast. Leave us a review if you enjoyed the insights that we shared today. Your feedback helps us to know what we're doing well or not so well, and helps the show to grow and reach more clinicians like you. Until next time, keep pushing boundaries, keep striving, and remember, you have the power to craft a career that not only meets but exceeds your expectations. That's all for today. This PA is out. Congratulations, you've just joined an awesome club. By listening to a full episode of The PA is In, you are officially on the Unicorn PA team. Welcome aboard. What most team members do is they subscribe to the podcast because that allows them to automatically get the latest episode of the show. The life of your dreams exists on the other side of taking action. Keep making small shifts and keep getting better. Your life will improve, your career will soar, and you will have the confidence you need to create your own success. I will see you in the next episode. This PA is out.